No, that was never going to make it. Floated through. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Now it's Hullet. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Shot could be on. He's having a shot! And he's done it! The first significant strike. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now, can they get him away? Great defending, strong and determined. Referee's given a throw. Now it's Cantona. It's Snyder! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cristiano Ronaldo. Couldn't squeeze it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries to thread one through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Big chance! And that's a sharp finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he was alert to it. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Beckham.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort...
Goes for the shot! And it's Hakimi. McAllister. And the counter is on. He's got away. Played into space. Adams gets across to intercept that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Always onto this. Oh, super ball. He's having a pop! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Batistuta! Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Schneider to Beckham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, super find. Adams, quality ball. Cantona unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's gone out for a throw-in. This is a promising build-up.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Nice-looking ball, and he was quick to react. Batistuta. Palmer. No way through there. And he welcomes it in. Shoots! It's anyone's. Oh, he's been... And it's come back out to him. That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cleared without hesitation. Tries to pass it through. Good read, needed to be. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's a cute ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Threads one in. Neymar. Can he finish? Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Madrid really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Palmer showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Cantona. Gets a good foot in there. Nicely aimed pass. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's been cut out, well played. Beckham. Now it's Messi. Played down the flank. He's in plenty of space here. Chance for a shot! Palmer. Cantona. Well, that's well seen too. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So, into the second half. Madrid not having the rob of the green at the moment. They are trailing.
Madrid have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Oh, that's fabulous. Shapes to shoot! And that's a tiny finish. It could be a lifeline. Two more needed. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Madrid may be down, but not out just yet. McAllister, nicely worked. And he's managed to get free. Messi stood his ground strongly.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Messi. Aimed beyond the defence.
That's good play from him.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Batistuta. That's really well cleared. Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Now it's Messi. Howson calmly anticipates. Palmer. And he's straight offside. It's just beyond his reach. Messi. It's a searching pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Good ball, good take.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, good-looking ball. Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Pass just lacking in accuracy. It's a goal kick. Beckham just eases him off the ball. Now it's Neymar. And this is Batistuta. McAllister. Messi. Now it's Beckham. Now he's running away. Tries a shot! He's beat. And yes, it's there! Back to within one. Interesting. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Howson cuts it out. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That has been slung wide. And he plays one through. He's found a way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
The keeper's ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He is starved of space and time. Oh, Red, nice interception. Looking for options for movement. And it's Messi. Cantona picked out brilliantly, and a chance! And he stuck it away. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Messi.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Neymar. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And here's Neymar. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Not the most accurate pass. Now he's got space here. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Adams cuts out the pass. Can he get it through? Shifted it to the flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Plays a sharp little ball here. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He is through here! Impressive jump! Harmlessly behind.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Batistuta, he'll try from distance! McAllister is the team's great visionary. Beckham. So that means another 30 minutes football. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 18, el dorsal 11.
Into extra time we go.
Serán sustituidos por
Madrid displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Madrid have their lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And he's intervened well there. Costa Curta. Played out to the left flank. And he's quick to return it. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Good ball over the top. And he's in on Batistuta! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. And that's an excellent interception. And he's managed to get rid. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Taken back almost at once. Cafu promptly onto that, and that is that. And they can counter here. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Looking for the run. Well, played right into his path. And Batistuta! So close to drawing level.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
Nicely shaped ball. McAllister spots it and intercepts. Howson. So that was it, the first period of extra time. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. So the very last of the action is still to come. Two teams separated here by the smallest of margins. Fingernails well bitten everywhere.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 3, el dorsal 15, el dorsal 17, Beckham. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 2, el dorsal 10, el dorsal 25. Cambio de jugadores.
And we're off for the final time. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? They get a throw-in.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 24, el dorsal 13, Sneijder. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 5, Van Nistelrooy. El dorsal 7, Hazard.
Oh, what has happened here? And that's a throw-in.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Another chance from a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Towering header! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Such a good...
Ah, he's given it away! And that's a goal kick. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's the throw. Knocks it into space. Searching pass he's played there. No, that's been intercepted. Totti. It's run loose here. Oh, it's played into the area. Corner number 2 then. Bebeto goes short. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that looks a decent ball. Drills. And the finish! Deftly away. Gets the shot away! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Thinks one through. Oh, that's a key interception. Azar. That is ended up in no man's land. And there goes the final whistle. Madrid have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. The end of the game. Reflections?
What a game, Peter.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raúl.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
That's destined for the flank. And he's quick to return it. Picked out Cantona! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement's so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find.
Tries from a long way out. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Neymar going after that. Totti. Great vision. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And this is Hullet. And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. We're back in possession and ready to go again. Cafu. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Cantona. Well, there's the clearance. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
No, that's been intercepted. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that. There's the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Schneider has created one goal already. That's a little off target. And he cuts out the supply. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar's cross.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Looking wide. Cafu. Great ball if he can get there. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And Batistuta! Oh, it's a beauty! A finish right from the top draw. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's a cute ball. Hakimi calmly anticipates. Pass is just off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that's fabulous. Tries a shot! And it's in! And again they hit the front. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Searching pass he's played there. Can he get it through? Howson getting this one clear.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Schneider with the short one. McAllister's cross. And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Cantona is offering a wry smile there.
Madrid have their second corner now. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Rijkaard.
Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. And that is a little undercooked. Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Real chance! Has fallen kindly here, and that's a tidy finish. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Some heroic goalkeeper takes a shot, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Superb goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
He won't be happy with that one. Spread neatly. Neymar finding himself in space. Roll! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Se acabó el primer tiempo. Hemos empezado mal, pero no nos rendimos.
So right back into the action.
Madrid can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And this is Ronaldo. Rudiger cuts it out. Messi. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, no joy this time. And here's Cantona. And he's heaved it away. Now it's Batistuta. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Messi. Cafu. Look at the space here. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh no, that was never going to make it. It's been shipped out wide. Oh, easy pickings there. This looks promising. Madrid needing a change of fortune here. McAllister. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Messi. He is through here.
Madrid really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again. Goes for the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That's a decent clearance. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's McAllister. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And here's Cantona. Knocks it out wide. Look where it came from. And the finish! They've got to be quick to recover this. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Madrid have their third corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Played into space. Can he get onto this? And now they can spring out of defence. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That has been cut short. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench? Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Batistuta! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stops.
Batistuta has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9.
So we have movement on both
13,
benches.
Schneider. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 19, el dorsal 18. Se va a llevar a cabo un
And he's
cambio
been
de
shifted
jugadores.
off it.
Cafu is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Spread to the right.
Bellingham.
He's a sharp little ball here. Aimed beyond the defence. Nice looking ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. There could be trouble here. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Knocks it into space. Cafu tries to play it through. Goes for a shot! And that's another fine save.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Messi. And it's made its way to him. And it's McAllister. Oh, good ball. Howson gets it clear. But they've got it again. Great chance! And it's in! They have stolen level at the last! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Messi.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which all goes well if this goes to extra time.
McAllister, and he's had it nicked away. It's a searching pass, and that was asking for too much. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11, Messi. El
No
dorsal
winner
15.
in 90, 30 more to come.
El dorsal 4.
Madrid displayed
El
great
dorsal
resilience to
17.
find the lane equaliser that's got them here. And
Van
Van Nistelrooy! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Madrid leading now.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are...
Oh, what has happened here? Neuer claims comfortably. Pulisic. Cafu. And it's been played through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And he's picked out the run. Bullets! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Madrid have their lead. And he was quick to react. Now he's got space here. That has been slung wide. Has a look and place it forward. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Looking for options for movement. He shifted it to the flank. And that could set him on his way. And the ball's come loose here. Rijkaard. Bebeto. Spread it left. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Can he get on the end of this? And Batistuta! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And with that, it is half-time, extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10, el dorsal 21.
And so the last chance to find a winner. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Played into space. Beckham. Cafu. Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this. Howson. Now it's Batistuta. Cafu. And here's Pulisic. And this is Hullet. Madrid are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Threads one in, pinches it off him. Tries to pass it through. He's found space here. He's got away. Plays it in. Chance for a shot! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Well, at least it's earned him a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Chance! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And he's quick to return it.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Looking for the run, dink through. Neuer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. That's that, the end. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Your reflections then, Jim?
It was a very good game.